Hey guys, it's Cher. It's almost Halloween, and unlike my YouTube idols and other cohorts, I am totally unprepared, content-wise, on what to do with this. But then I remembered there was a top 10 video of Anime Americas that I watched where they did the top 10 best anime to watch during Halloween. So that gave me an idea. And also I looked through plenty of top 10, top 20 type of articles and lists from other places to see what I can come up with. And if there's one thing that all these lists have in common, horror titles. Lots and lots of horror titles, which makes it chock full of sense because take your time, you'll figure it out. For those of you who never saw me complain on the podcast with Otaku R&R or watched my anime videos before, there are two types of anime I refuse to give a try no matter how much you push it into my face. One is ecchi. Two is horror. Because I'm more of a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween type when it comes to these things. The only horror exception for me is The Promised Neverland, because this type of show is more than just making people physically scared. It dives into the psychological horror of the human mind, and it built characters to actually escape their circumstances rather than run and scream like babies. Either way, in order for me to be somewhat original for this case, I decided to make a video that is dedicated to us people who want to celebrate Halloween, but who aren't really much into the gore and the jump scares. So with that said, I decided to come up with a couple of anime that are not exactly horror, but still celebrate the Halloween spirit either way. Now, in order for me to do this, as I mentioned earlier, I'm excluding every anime that's genred as a horror, so if you guys are into Blood Plus, Blood C, High School of the Dead, Happy Sugar Life, Promised Neverland, Magical Girl Cait, and Hell Girl, sorry, not allowed for this list. Also, I'm putting specific anime into the following categories here. Yes, kawaii is still a thing for this season, whether you like it or not. Some of these categories will, of course, combine with each other just a smidge, depending on what show that I throw in there, but I promise that I'll do my best to make sure these categories are as equally split as possible. So without further ado, let us begin. Do-da-da-da. Though I wouldn't exactly put this as top tier suspense, it's kind of basically Stranger Things before Stranger Things even happened. Psychopaths. I would say this show is entirely borderline horror because of how violent it gets, but it definitely toys more with your mind, which sucks you in even further. Go Sick. A classic mystery anime with a Sherlock-type protagonist that just keeps you coming back to learn more about this girl and her existence. Kakegurui, the show that defines insanity, and I don't even have to say anything about it. Steins Gate. My best friend from college introduced me to this anime, and the mystery of time and the mental torture of one man who's trying to save multiple lives at once grips us to the very core. Hakata Tonkotsu Ramens. Who doesn't love an anime about murder? Halloween sure loves it, and I would be absolutely amiss if I didn't mention Death Note, the most famous mystery suspense anime of all time. I clearly meant the anime, not the stupid Netflix adaptation. Anyways, let's move on to the next category. Beastars. One of the latest anime, and when it's all animals, it looks like a Halloween party. According to my sister, it's Zootopia done better, but I have yet to see that. Demon Slayer. Demons, 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 oh my! So many demons that kill and eat people. Who wouldn't like this? Goblin Slayer. For some reason, this show is the closest to an ungenred horror we are ever going to get. Don't ask. Soul Eater. Do I have to say it? Look at it! Madoka Magica. It may look cute at first. Just wait until episode 3. Noragami. It may be an anime about the Japanese gods, and it may be comedic, or a bit too comedic for the Halloween season, but what's not to like? Yato is bae. Gugure, Gokuri-san. I haven't seen this anime in years, but the first episode was enough for me to remember this as a Halloween anime 100%. Black Butler. Again, do I need to say it? Blue Exorcist. The third time. What do I need to explain about exorcism and demons that's not Halloween related? Have you seen The Exorcist? Dororo. For an anime that's pretty much about war, demons, and blood spilling, how is this not a horror anime? Actually, it's one of the best shows I've ever seen. In my opinion, it doesn't need to be Halloween in order to watch this. Elegant Yokai Apartment Life. I was borderline on either putting this here or in the kawaii section, but it's pretty up there on the creep factor despite it being a slice of life, so why not? Beelzebub. It's an anime about the devil as a baby. It's practically a classic at this point. Speaking of classics, if you want to throw some Bleach in there too, that's fine. The Fate franchise. I really and perfectly don't like this series at all, but if you guys are looking for spirits fighting against each other in order to win power, this is the right series for you. The Saga of Tanya the Evil. That smug smile explains it all. I have nothing else to say. Full Metal Alchemist. A classic anime about dark magic either taking over a person or the person taking over it. If you haven't heard of this by now, jump on it already! And I would be completely ignorant if I didn't mention the Overlord series. This just screams everything Halloween, damn it. That was a lot of mythical demons to look over. But then again, this is Halloween, so of course these creatures are very important to the holiday and its aesthetic. But now let's move on to my favorite category that I set up. Zombieland Saga. I decided to put it in the cute section despite the fact that it's still a show about zombie idols. Seriously though, what's better than zombies and J-pop? I can name a few things, but for Halloween it works. The Demon Girl Next Door. An anime that premiered last season about a girl living with her demon savior. Just so cute. Kinda stalkery, but it's Halloween. As Miss Beelzebub likes it. A cutesy version of the underworld? Yes, please! This is the very definition of this category. The Morose Mononokean. How can you make spirits adorable? Just look at Fuzzy right here with a bright-eyed blue-haired boy and a blonde tsundere. Interviews with monster girls. Not all monsters have to be mean and scary. This proves they can live among us too. Fruits Basket. I'll admit that this was a bit of a throwaway show to add in, but believe me when I say that as soon as you watch the final episodes of this past reboot, you'll entirely understand why I put this on here. Little Witch Academia. The Japanese Harry Potter, but the most fitting show of this category. Cute witches? What could be more kawaii Halloween than that? But if you want a kawaii anime that's cursed beyond belief, then dare to look up a little magical girl anime called Minky Momo. Okay, this one is a real joke, but look up the videos about the curse of Minky Momo, and you'll be dying to watch this anime later. And that's pretty much all the anime I can think of for this Halloween season. If you guys think I missed anything that is not horror, obviously, not horror, make sure you put the recommendation down in the comments below. I would love to hear some of your favorite Halloween-inspired or sort of Halloween-themed anime that's, again, not horror. Also, if you guys liked this video, please feel free to like and don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. I'm Cait, and it's been spoopy. Au revoir, and many happy haunts to all of you.